From California's acclaimed Harris Ranch restaurant, among the top 100 highest-grossing independent restaurants in the country, it's our pleasure to bring you recipes curated by their exceptional culinary team. Today, we're going to make a Porterhouse Steak Rub that brings out the best flavors of this delicious cut of Harris Ranch beef.
So what we're going to start with is a little bit of kosher salt or sea salt, as you wish, just a coarse grind salt, and then coarsely ground black pepper. Just going to put that in there with that. Then we've got some sweet paprika. You can use whatever kind of paprika you'd like to use. Smoked is great too. And then we're going to start with a little bit of coffee, and that's kind of like one of the secret ingredients in this spice rub. Ground coffee.
Who would have thought, right?
Yeah, coffee's great with steaks. Got a little bit of chili powder. You can just buy commercial grade chili powder, or you can make your own out of whatever type of chili you like. If you like it a little bit spicier,
Spicy. Good.
Use some of your own. Got some onion powder there, some granulated garlic, a little bit of ground cumin.
Smelling good.
We've got some coriander. Coriander is a wonderful spice. It goes very well with steaks, and we've just taken the whole coriander seed and we've broken up that a little bit. And we've got some dried oregano and dried whole leaf thyme. So we're just going to mix those up a little bit, and we're going to bring that over to the steak.
And this is a steak rub you can use almost on any cut of meat, correct?
That's correct. It works really well for a cut like the Porterhouse. The Porterhouse is a tender cut of steak, meaning that it's a muscle of support. It's not a muscle of action. Doesn't get a whole lot of work throughout the life. And so it doesn't need a whole lot of moisture or oil. It kind of marinates itself with its own fat. And so once we put this rub on that steak, it's going to kind of season it up a little bit. Whenever you're grilling, you want to bring your steaks out well before you're ready to put them on your grill. So about the time that you turn your grill on, you want to bring your steak out of the refrigerator so that the grill's going to warm up. Your steak's going to kind of come up to room temperature. You want it to be room temperature before you throw it onto the grill, because if you throw it onto the grill when it's cold, it's going to be a little bit tense. So we've got our nice Porterhouse steak here, which is a terrific cut. Nice marbling throughout. We've got a good fat cap on it, a full filet on one side and a full New York on the other.
So it's 2 steaks in one.
2 steaks in one. It's a terrific cut, and so we're just going to take some of that spice. We can go a little bit heavy if you want.
So you can put as much as you want depending on how much flavor?
Depending on how much flavor. I mean, you really don't want it to be overly seasoned. You know, you want the beef to stand out. And these are terrific flavors on both of these steaks, with that tenderness of the filet and the full flavor of the New York.
And how long do you want to keep the rub on?
You can put the rub on a little bit in advance. That it could be part of your warming up phase, is when you bring it out of the refrigeration, you can put it on. So we can leave it on there for a couple of minutes. It's almost going to be right away, as soon as you're done putting it on there, it's probably pretty close to being ready for the grill. So just kind of push it in there a little bit.
So it's a lot faster and easier than marinating in less time.
It's certainly faster and easier than marinating, and you can make this rub up ahead of time, and the next time you want to make steaks, you've got some rub made up.
It's all ready.
It's all ready to go. So we're just going to kind of throw that on the grill, let that begin. We've got a couple porterhouses already on the grill.
How long are we going to grill this porterhouse for then?
That porterhouse is probably going to take, to get it to about a medium rare, which is a great temperature for that steak, probably about 4 to 5 minutes on each side. So that's probably rested for a couple of minutes now, so we want to go ahead and cut into it. So we're just going to cut this New York right off of the bone here. To the filet side, and cut that off as well, and then slice that up. And so you got that nice T-bone. So the Porterhouse and the T-bone are very similar in the fact that they're coming from the same loin. The difference is that a T-bone has a much smaller portion of filet on it.
For more Harris Ranch beef recipes, visit our online chef at harrisranchbeef.com.